Yahoo! Hello everyone. I'm so sorry for the delay. I had like a bunch of things that just piled up like right before. And then yeah, I ended up being what, 15 minutes delayed. Uh I feel kind of bad about it because I already pushed like the stream back 3 hours from the original start time. Um and then like to be late as well. It just kind of felt a little off. But yeah. Once again, it's Wuthering Waves. I feel like at this point I don't play anything but Wuthering Waves. I also played way too much off stream. I'm on this game daily. Um, which just kind of feels. I mean, it feels good to be like into it again, but there's also a part of me that's like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I playing this so much? You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore because I'm just exhausted. Um, the exam that I had, I think was it Tuesday. Just drained me completely of energy. Then I had work yesterday, but I was also like, I know that I'm not like that I'm gonna be way too focused on like my upcoming exam on the 12th. Um, that I basically won't be able to stream beforehand, so I need to push in a stream now, basically, before like, yeah, basically before the rest of the exams, like, or the last exam, beats my ass. Not gonna lie, that's how it feels. That is how it feels. Um, so. I think we're gonna like today we're just mainly gonna like look at how far I can get with Rinascita. Um I have all the time in the world. I have like I ate dinner, so there's not like that isn't stopping me. Um like basically I think comfortably I have the next 4 hours. Theoretically I could go for the next like 6 or 7 if I can handle that. Like that is the main thing. If I can handle it, then we can go that long. So. And once again, I might have triggered like the first bit of this without knowing at some point within the last couple of days. So I am hoping. What the fuck? Is this too loud? Is the game too loud, guys? I'm gonna see. Like, for now, we're gonna treat it as if it's like just right, and if anybody says that it's too loud, then I'll tone it down. So maybe I should move my mic a little bit. Oh, she's pretty.
Music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning. So, dear listener, tell me, what feelings did my piece evoke in you?
I've heard her singing before, but I have literally not heard her voice besides that, so like... Her voice sounds so different. What the fuck? Should we go with... I feel like a feeling of nostalgia. Is it good?
Wow. A very valuable insight. Thank you. That brings me closer to completing my piece. Salutations, Rover. My name is Dracona, a wandering bard. I'm glad to have met you.
You're looking for me?
I was sent by Lady Carlotta to find you. As I passed that abandoned house, I suddenly felt this, well, you know, rush of inspiration that just can't be ignored. So
Also,
I
are
stopped
these
to
like
compose a
horns
piece.
or just accessories?
Surprise, surprise, the melody led me right to you. Well, I suppose this won't count as me getting distracted, right?
If Carlotta asked you to find me, has something happened?
Lady Carlotta told me you encountered the supposed martyred maiden, Cartathea.
Oh yeah, I forgot
She
that was where we
dispatched
were
search
at.
teams soon after, but there's been no sign of Cartathea since. That's why she asked me to use my forte to recreate the frequency you experienced at the time, to see if any details you might have missed become clearer.
Recreate the frequency?
Well, it's a little tricky to explain in words. Think of it like being in an immersive portrait. Can you tell me about your meeting with Cartathea? The more details, the better. Even the smallest things count. Let's see here. Tweak a few notes here. Some emotions there. Textures. That should do it.
Oh, this is really cool.
Now then, Rover. Time for you to tune in to your memories.
This is really interesting to me. Like, it's so cool. Oh my god.
Tune in to my memories. Does that mean I'm supposed to see the past from another perspective?
Laureate.
Hmm?
Our tacit marks are glowing again. It appears there is a
Hello,
special
welcome to
connection
the
between
chat. I'm curious what's gonna happen
What
this
is the
time, to
meaning
be
of
honest. Like,
Someone used their resonance ability to help me relive this moment. But this seems unexpected.
How did you first come to notice me?
The Sentinel. Imperator's voice guided me to you.
You heard the Sentinel's voice? Then tell me, am I their resonator?
wait, she doesn't know? A question I have yet to answer myself.
Well, Imperator called you the Lost. And Primus Fenrico claims you are the resonator for Leviathan, the Threnodian. But you really don't have any idea?
I've actually been searching for the answer to this question too. My memories are fragmented. I remember becoming a resonator, and the moment I was given the name Fleur-de-Lis. I also remember fighting something, but the details and the outcome of that battle are lost to me. You seem deeply concerned about the Sentinel. Tell me, why is that?
That is the shortest answer we could possibly give, Abby.
You rang? Whoa! Check it out! Our frequencies got split apart.
What do you mean?
Basically, we're sorta in that hover mode you once joked about. Nothing new to me, though.
This must be the frequency that's entangled within you. Is it some kind of echo?
You can sense Abby?
Yes. I'm experiencing a similar kind of frequency split. Though there is little that remains of my resonance powers. I feel its frequency weakening. I understand why you're eager to find the Sentinel. You said you heard the Sentinel's voice. Was there anything else they said?
They spoke of being ensnared in an inverted tower suspended in the sky.
Ensnared? Does that mean behind the seals there's...
Did something come to mind?
I'm sure you've noticed that I was drawn here only as a frequency. My true form currently resides inside an inverted sonorosphere, suspended high in the sky. At its center stands a tower, its gate locked by 3 seals. I've sensed a voice calling out to me from behind them. Could it be the Sentinel?
Say, it's really faint, so I barely noticed earlier. Is that a Threnodian smell I'm getting from you?
The scent of a Threnodian. You can perceive the Threnodian.
How sure are you, Abby?
It's not an exact one-to-one with that big Ovathraxula meatball I had. But I never mix up a flavor I've already tasted.
Abby has a nose for these sort of things. We came across Threnodian powers before in Jinzhou. So, it's safe to say Abby can be trusted.
Do you think I'm the Threnodian's resonator?
If we're making assumptions, let's err on the optimistic side first. Given your current situation, it is possible you were affected by the Threnodian's powers during your battle alongside Imperator. That could be the reason behind losing all your power, too.
I take it this theory would benefit you as well. After all, that unique echo of yours needs the Sentinel's powers for treatment, does it not? Even in adventure tales, it's not always the witch who loses her memory. It could also be a blessed maiden, trying to regain her powers. In that case, it appears we share the same goal of finding the Sentinel.
You're awfully calm about this.
Spending so much time alone in the Sonorosphere gave me plenty of time to consider countless possibilities. I've braced myself for whatever may come until I find the answers I'm seeking.
I want to know what's going on with Imperator in that tower. I want to speak with you in person. How can I reach your Sonorosphere?
A part of the Sonorosphere is actually on land, though its outer perimeter is surrounded by a barrier. I cannot leave, and no one can enter.
Just break it open.
I'm afraid that won't do. That barrier also acts as the power source that maintains the Sonorosphere's integrity. If it's destroyed, the entire sphere will collapse. And the ruins, along with the tacit discords it houses, would come crashing down on Raguna. It would be catastrophic.
You said no one can get in. Has anyone tried?
Yes. I've occasionally sensed someone wandering outside the barrier, as if searching for a way inside. Perhaps they know something.
Any distinguishing features?
Almost like a deep-sea jellyfish.
Wait. Are we meeting who I think we're meeting?
I wasn't able to get a clear look. I can only describe the feeling I got from her as a resonator. It would seem this resonance ability can only last for so long.
I'll look for a way to find this person you mentioned.
Something tells me you will keep your promise.
I have
No matter
literally
the
nothing
outcome,
better to do, so
This
yeah.
may be my chance to find the answers I've been looking for.
Rover? Rover? Oh, thank goodness. You're finally awake. How are you feeling? Any headache, tingling feet, upset stomach? Phew. I tried everything, but you just wouldn't wake up. I thought you were... Wait a second. Did you actually fall asleep listening to my music? Oh. It kind of breaks my heart to know you reacted like that when it wasn't even a lullaby.
No, it was really helpful.
Helpful for your sleeping troubles, hmm?
Oh no, she's crying.
Wow. So my forte created a special connection that led to some unexpected developments. The girl, is she friend or foe? What truths lie behind the seal, and who is that mysterious wandering figure? I have a feeling this is going to be a very exciting song.
There is so much passion in her, it's insane.
I'll pass this information on to Lady Carlotta. So, what do you plan to do next?
Pardon the intrusion, my lord.
No, why does he speak like that?
My name is Sebastian.
Why is this?
As per milady's
Oh.
instructions, I have been entrusted with the honor of inviting you to the Phasalia estate for a discussion.
The Phasalia family. The one that's likely worshipping the Threnodian. Why does she want to talk with me?
Why?
Milady has expressed a
No.
desire to clear up some unfortunate
Why does he speak like
misunderstandings
that?
that
Specifically the way
occurred
he says
previously.
milady. No, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Tell her I accept the invitation, but at a later time.
I will convey your message to Milady.
Didn't expect the head of the Phasalia family to come looking for you. Especially while they're still in the middle of negotiations with Lady Carlotta. She's just as unpredictable as the rumors say.
Tell me about these rumors.
I suppose you would want to know more about her before taking up her invitation, hmm? She's known to be a recluse, and rarely makes public appearances. No one outside the family even knows her real name. They just call her the head of the Phasalia family. I've heard quite a few rumors. Which one would you like to hear first? I have Shadow of the Ancient, Lady Bane, or maybe Entangler of Hearts.
They all sound like clickbait titles to me. What? Why did he? No.
Hello, that's why they're called rumors. I'm just doing my due diligence by being faithful to the source material. So, ready to dive right in?
I don't have much time. How about the shortened version?
Well, long story short, the Phasalia family was one of the first to set foot on these islands and establish order in Rinascita. Their lineage even predates the Order of the Deep, and their craft of extracting toxins from aquatic plants is a legacy passed down through generations. Word is, they select the new head of household by having candidates ingest each other's poisons and wait to see who's still breathing when it's all over. Stories
That's
about
insane.
the current head of the Phasalias get even wilder. They say she didn't go through the usual selection process. Instead, she took the throne by poisoning her predecessor. Others say she's a master in the art of manipulation, drowning her victims in hallucinations until they agree to her terms without even realizing it.
Sounds like a dangerous person.
In any case, the Phasalia family aside, she's someone you definitely want to handle with care. If you're set on meeting her, I'd be extra careful if I were you.
The way she describes the head of Phasalia reminds me of how Cardathea spoke about the wandering figure by the barrier. I can't rule out the possibility that they're the same person. Looks like I'll need to pay her a visit.
Okay, so where are we going now?
Hello. I received Chacona's memo. To think the head of the Phasalias approached you when I was still in negotiations with her emissaries.
Good morning slash good evening.
They invited you and you alone. As a Montelli, I'm in no position to intervene. That being said,
I'm doing well. How are you?
even if it means storming through their front gates.
Okay, yeah, this should be a little better.
I'll keep looking for more information than the person Cartathea mentioned to you. I'll call you as soon as I find anything.
Got it.
Ooh.
Efficiency above all.
Yeah, I'm at the end of the semester, so what I have is exams. So that's great. Hopefully, I'll be done soon. Ooh, that sounds rough. I fucking knew it. Don't open your mouth.
One moment.
Fuck.
I shall inform Milady of your arrival.
That won't be necessary. To keep our honored guest waiting would be most improper. Especially when it was I who extended the invitation.
I have to admit, she is really, really pretty.
Cantarella Phasalia, 36th matriarch of the Phasalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Honorable Laureate, the new crown of the Carnival.
Just Mire will do.
Very well. If you insist, I see no reason to refuse. You may also call me Cantarella. Now, shall we?
I must say
proceed
that,
to
like, her voice is incredibly fitting. Like, everything about the way she speaks is incredibly fitting to her character. There we go. Now I should be keeping the same pace as her, roughly. Never mind. Apparently I can't, Hello! Welcome! Okay. She's just gonna stand in the door the entire time. Okay, those physics are a little too much. That's a little too much. I'm sorry.
Won't you have a seat? I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto. Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading, don't you think? You still hold a grudge? Won't you accept my apology?
See, with the whole family having a thing for poison and the fact that she had to touch the edge of the glass, nah. Nah.
I see. Let's set aside such past
like,
unpleasantness
I
for the
am,
time
like,
being.
critical thinking here. Like, I would not drink that.
You here?
I don't care how pretty the lady is. I am not gonna drink that tea.
Before we get into that, there's something I want to know.
I imagine it concerns the Phasalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving. But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Raguna?
Peaceful in a way that feels wrong.
So you've noticed something is amiss? As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand. And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Why haven't the Threnodian and the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Raguna has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It uses distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within. Though the previous 2 attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see. Friend or foe? As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart?
Are you implying the Order worships the Threnodian? You want to talk given how strange your family has been acting?
Yes. And no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request. Come. The truth you seek lies in the deepest part of the castle.
Okay, so this
Thick
way.
with dust. Hard to believe they're truly worshipping it.
What?
Curious about that statue. It represents the unbroken friendship between the Phasaelius and the Order.
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was in the study.
This is it. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
I'm so interested to see where this goes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave. Even if you want to.
Fucking knew it.
Just as I expected. The Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in this sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Rinascita, to save Imperator.
What makes you think I can do that?
Both Jinzhou and Jue owe you their future. That makes you the only person capable of this task.
A sentinel cannot leave its commissioned region.
I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Rinascita. I can offer you a glimpse into Rinascita's past, and you'd be spared
She
the
heard
Order's
it's not
unwelcome
possible
attention.
and went, can I persuade
There
you?
might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you've described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Rinascita. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact.
That's not how Jue found their resonator.
That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then, what about Cardathea?
The Martyred Maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the Maiden was already dead.
What?
In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the Divine Trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers. While overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathia's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinchi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
Can I get a closer look at the sword?
By all means.
Casually pulls out a sword.
Rover, who are you really?
Jue calls me Arbiter.
The Sentinel's arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet, here you stand, the Arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master?
We are keeping it Mire is fine.
Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Rinascita back from the brink of chaos?
We have a deal.
Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonorosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you're the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonorosphere?
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Phasalia estate that leads directly to the Sonorosphere. The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lifts.
Are all these
Maybe I should have waited for him to finish, but bit too late.
Why do the Phasalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it became a Sonorosphere, it was a seminary known as the Avenolium. The martyred maiden once pursued her studies there. A superficial harmony needed to be maintained between the Phasalias and the Order, and this underground cable car was intended to send scions of the family to school.
See,
You seem perturbed.
the thing is,
Are you still gathering your thoughts?
if this
Everything that's
goes
happened
where I
has
think
all
it
lined up
does,
so perfectly.
I already
Makes me
have those
think it's too
waypoints
good
like
to be true.
unlocked.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean.
Like,
If the
technically I
goal
could
is
fast
mutual,
travel, but this also
then it's
gives
only a
me
matter of
some
time before
lore,
they meet.
so.
Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh. And what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor? Those kinds of rumors.
A recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Rinascita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Thessalians have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual? Well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation.
That's crazy. Like, yeah, she might be a little crazy, but her voice is really, really soothing to listen to.
Outside, they call me the Bane. But historically, every head of the Thessalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the Sonorosphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here. Strange. This area was clear of Tacet discords on my last visit. And there's no Tacet field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonorosphere itself? That tickles.
Didn't think there would be goldpuffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures before. Would you mind staring at them for me?
I'd better not ask what she plans to do with it.
Her ultimate is actually really, really
So,
pretty.
the road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
I thought they...
Second dark tide.
I did not know they had actually
Declared
added the
right here
wet
at the
clothing.
Academy,
I thought
the
it was just
largest
rumors. I thought they
seminary ever
removed it
built
again.
by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trial and was crowned by the Order. A day when the leaf burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came. none
That's
stayed.
crazy. That's
These
crazy.
days,
Her
what most
outfit is
people
skimpy
remember is the
enough
seminary
as it
disappearing into the
is.
sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita
Like, yeah,
vanished
technically
from the
that's
river.
just like accurate because
Yet
like
due to
walking
a
in
lack
water
of
and that
records,
sort of
the
shit.
second dark tide
But
slowly faded
no!
from memory. I
No!
was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
Sounds like
The gateway into the Sonorosphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Turvin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity?
Laureate, you have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers. This must be the Sword of Divinity. Turvin. The one with the Sentinel's powers sealed within.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sword.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonorosphere, granting me information about the sword's origins.
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Turvin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Y'all know what that means. Or at least, like, speculation.
Would you mind if I tried touching it?
I would love if, like, nothing happened. If it was just really anticlimactic and nothing happened.
The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Thrunodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh?
Things are more complicated than you expected.
This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Thrunodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this Sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day. You really don't remember anything?
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are 2 other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hogness, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia.
Do you gonna try again? Do you remember 3 pedestals as well? I can't speak anymore.
Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the 3 swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Threnodians doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please, Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Hello? What? That was unnecessary.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry.
So, how do we get up there?
Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Cartathea back there.
Damn. I don't want to know what it feels like to be inside that tower as that happens. I was about to say, did my game crash?
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too.
Why is this place upside down?
I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground.
Them?
Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I mean, that aside is
I imagine
pretty.
it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone.
By a what? What did she call that?
It's the name I gave to a gondola.
Okay, that makes more sense. Like, everything taken into consideration, this is really, really pretty. Like, really, really pretty.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear. I completely forgot about this.
Can we make room for one more?
Greed will get you punished, you know.
I'm afraid Foam would refuse that suggestion.
The 2 of you can go on ahead.
A part of me still don't trust her.
You look distracted. Still thinking about what Cantarella said about fearing answers.
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is
This
sit
turns a
here,
little too sharp for
lost
my
in
liking.
thought, trying to figure out who I am. We'll be arriving at the first water rise soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this...
Oh, come on! Come on!
Where were my manners? I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now.
I'm sorry, but that was completely unnecessary. It's such an overused trope.
Wind, guide me.
Vines, over there. And that statue.
Like, it's just
I can
such
feel
an
strong remnant energy
overused
coming from
trope.
it.
I'm sorry, but it is.
The Order's remnant spot must be inside the statue.
Hey,
Legends
yo!
speak of how
What?
the first Primus used it to purify the first dark time.
That's some priorities if I've ever heard them.
I see now. The lingering remnants of the dark tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Thenodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further.
I mean, I get it, but like... To
More
me,
dark tide
regardless of who it
remnants.
had been, if it had been Cantarella
Think
or
there isn't much.
Carthea, it's still
Leave it to
just
me.
an overused trope. In some cases it works, but like
Don't
it's just
worry. This much
overused.
I can still handle.
Yeah, like if it has, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay. It was a bit random, not gonna lie though. But you gotta make them even if they won't be any. Yeah, true. You gotta feed like the shippers. You need to feed them.
The vines are remnants of the dark tide. Foam won't be able to cross through them. Let's disembark here.
I'm sure many cars will be. Yep. Probably. Like, she's pretty and her outfit is pretty. That does not mean that her outfit makes sense to me. I'm so confused. Girl, like, I would be so terrified of, like, a nip slip or, like, the dress being too short. Like, I'd be terrified. One breeze and it's fucking over.
This calibrator seems to be operational.
Like, I'm so sorry, but
One moment.
me in that outfit, I would die. Like, I would be anxious.
That should do it. Why don't you give it a try?
If anyone has, like... If anyone has cosplayed her, like, I applaud them for the bravery. Wait, I didn't read this shit. Gravity... Yeah. A little wind and everything's on display. I'm sorry, but it is. Okay, use gravity calibrated to change the gravity direction. Click the direction along the wheel and change the gravity. The yellow indicator shows... Huh? The yellow indicator shows the direction guided by Rinascita. Okay. I don't know if I understand this correctly, but... So, like this?
It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Oh, good God. Come on!
No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. Strike through the shadows.
Hurry. We need to purify the
I
ice
am
statues
running as
before the
fast as I
darkness
fucking
eruption
can, girl.
returns.
Do not fucking rush me. I'm assuming I have to reverse the gravity thing now. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Sounds like Foam's getting impatient. Let
I can only move so fucking fast. What do you want from me? I think this would make me incredibly seasick.
Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
Yeah, you've helped a lot. Don't worry about that for now.
Yeah, I genuinely think this would make me incredibly, incredibly seasick.
Another water rise is coming up. You planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
By the way,
I have been, but
you
it's
said
like
the inverted
way in the
gravity is to
past.
stop the dark tide from descending into the city. But all we've
So-
seen so far are just its remnants.
And that's because this very waterway we're sailing
I had
on
an
used to
uncle
be the
who,
dark-tide
I think
itself.
he still does,
In these waters,
but like he would
gravity
go
obstacles
on
ahead.
out fishing
Let's get off here.
quite a lot. So sometimes during summer we would like get on his boat and that sort of stuff. I don't talk to him a whole lot now though, for reasons that I cannot disclose.
There it is, up there.
Yeah,
But
I have
judging
seen
by
some of the shit.
distance,
I
we
don't
are
like it
crystal
either.
back in time.
The sea is fucking
Use your
scary
ability
and
from
it's
somewhere in
cold.
between to clear them all at once?
The only time where
I might
I've
not
like
have that range,
been to the sea and been like, okay, I like going in
but
here,
there may be
was when
tactile
I went
devices
to
nearby that
Crete
can
a
help
couple years ago.
amplify my forte. Let's see if we
Because
can
the
find
water
one.
was clear, I could see the bottom. It was nice and warm. It was not cold. Like it was overall just like really, really nice. Here in Denmark though, I can't see the bottom. The water's cold. Yeah, no. It's not for me. As in at all. It's not for me.
That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me. No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us.
This should do the trick.
Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows.
That it?
Leave it to me.
Nope. What in?
Hopefully this helps.
I don't know why, but that thing just falling over is a little funny to me. Like, just freezes up and then falls. That's a little funny to me. Come on, that's not what I pressed. Okay, you go, girl.
You okay?
Dolph!
Just catching my breath. You go get the remnant spark.
I hate it here. Misclicks will be the bane of my existence.
Up ahead is the Tower of Salvation. That's where the first pedestal is located.
Tower of Salvation.
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex. I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end it all? I must find the answer. Only then will I know how to face the memories I still carry. As for you, if I really am... I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foam.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured?
Good as new.
You're not hiding anything from me? Are
No,
you?
not at
Your
all.
smile is rather concerning.
You'll never get your trip with Cantarella. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble. It'll never happen.
Oh, I insist. Here, take this.
Oh my. This is gonna fuck with my head. Wait. No! No. Where the fuck am I? I love that achievement. Thank you. I love that. Because my first thought whenever I stepped through that portal was, where the
There's no
fuck
knowing
am I?
what will happen once
They read my
Turbine is
mind.
placed on the pedestal. It's best we prepare ourselves.
No longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas, this crown shall grant a new identity.
Okay, come on, I thought it was already on auto.
Child of divinity, the Immaculate One. Will you uphold the sacred teachings of the Order of the Deep?
I will.
Salvation, unity, ascension. Of these three doctrines, which do you choose?
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil, upholding virtue, and offering salvation to those in peril.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of justice never run dry.
Oh my god, this is so pretty.
Through this sacred rite, you become the bridge between the heavens and the living. From this day forward, you shall be the Master's sole receiver and herald. Rise, blessed maiden, Fleur-de-Lis. None but the Master shall ever have the right to command you to bend the knee.
Oh, that tone. It's going straight in my ear.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here. Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion.
I love Abby's voice actor, to be honest. Like, the personality is insane. What frequency, Abby?
I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when bam! Out of nowhere, a giant blue ball landed on top of me. It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Turvin on the pedestal had something to do with it?
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big gigantor back in Jinjo.
Jue?
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate space.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Turvin's creation. Only this time the place of confinement has become your tacit mark.
Why would he do that?
I believe it was meant for the true maiden. Under the right circumstances, the one to wield this sword and enter the Sonorosphere would be the Sentinel's resonator, the Blessed Maiden. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them. Quite logical, isn't it?
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
That's a little
If
blunt.
Imperator set
That's a
this in
little
motion,
blunt.
Then their original plan has already failed. Cardathea, that means your guidance holds the key now.
But
I believe in you. Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the Order. And the moment the dark tide descended upon us.
You saw the coronation too.
Huh?
But I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented, blurry images. They seemed to belong to other places within the Sonorosphere. I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait until sunrise.
I can still go on.
You're the one who needs rest most of all. After all, it's still only a possibility that the frequency you absorbed is the Sentinel's powers. Rest now, to ensure it doesn't take a toll on you.
I'm gonna hit the sack as well. Boy, it's so cramped in here.
Abby, are you alright?
You mean besides being squashed behind that blue thing? Yeah, I guess. Listen, I figured something out about that frequency.
What?
It's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something else. Or kinda like, a piece of cookie that's been crumbled in with everything else. Which is why it's so hard to get a good bite.
You tried to eat it?
To see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbly mess, other than taking up space, it's pretty useless.
We might encounter something similar at the next two pedestals. Keep an eye on this for me, will you?
Will do. You can count on me, 100%.
Okay, guys, just a quick second. I'm gonna grab something to drink and a little snack because I feel very, very, very thirsty. Please remember to drink water as well, you guys. But I'll be back in just a second. It shouldn't take too long. And I'm back. Right now, I really do appreciate my tiny ass apartment.
I thought I'd slip away quietly
Oh my
and
fuck.
avoid any
I just got a notification from my headphones that they are dying, so I need to put in like the charger for it. And that is of course like behind my my phone capture, so this is probably a little loud. No, maybe I did a good job at concealing the sound. Anyway, where is the outlet? 2 seconds, can I find it? Question mark? Okay, this should... yeah, should be fixed. Gonna move this one back a little bit so that I can actually use my keyboard properly. And there we go.
Feel the tide pull. Oh, this will be fun. Pull from the abyss.
Wait, she heals as well? I didn't know that.
How rude. Silence. Call from the abyss. They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help?
Sink into the endless deep. Riptides claim you.
Endure and defy.
Well, this is where our paths must part.
You're here for the Sentinel. Why would you leave now?
What I saw yesterday caught my attention. It may be tied to the Sentinel. And besides, I'd rather not spend the day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola only holds 2.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return. Mind if I take Turtle?
I would say
Go ahead.
no.
It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy is gone.
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
I have a bad feeling about this.
If only I could still fight.
Everyone's doing their part. Don't worry. Nobody's perfect.
I kind of hate that this thing doesn't go any faster.
The waterway up ahead is completely blocked.
That garden once housed dragon echoes. Now there's nothing left but tacit discords. Hogness should be here somewhere. This is where the acolytes used to be tested. Perhaps that Steely over there has instructions on what to do.
You don't remember from your exams?
As the Blessed Maiden, I was exempt.
Presence of the sky, the path of righteousness is lit sacred by the fire of unity.
Sounds like they're talking about one of the 3 major belief systems, the faith of unity. I don't remember the pieces being spread out like this. Maybe we could find a way to move them.
Let's give it a try. We still need to rebuild the waterway. There's no point in fighting Hogness if we can't repair the waterway. At that distance, we should take a wing ray. Hold on tight. Don't go falling off.
This is still incredibly pretty. Like, I will stick by that.
That one. It isn't supposed to be here. There's a gravity calibrator up ahead. Let's put it to good use.
I don't know if it's supposed to go down there. Maybe I was a little fast.
That's our goal, right there. But how do we move it?
Help me guide the wing ray to the top of the statue.
Of course, but what do you have in mind?
Okay, so a plunging attack.
Wind, guide me.
Shit.
Is this really okay?
Why?
Saves us the trouble of finding some trigger mechanism.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. Do not... I noticed that you can tell on my model whenever I chew because the ears and my mouth like follow it.
He's the so-called dragon.
Is that a problem?
The last one was bigger.
Which last one?
Ganem. Ever heard of it?
I used to write.
Oh.
An unexpected discovery.
I mean, I said I would get a snack. I'm just staying true. At least, like, I'm just glad that my model doesn't, like, chew with its mouth open, like
There's a gravity calibrator
a lot of
behind the
other
collapsed wall we
VTubers
just
have it.
passed.
I don't
We
know,
can
like,
use it to
I'm
reorientate
glad that it's
ourselves.
just, like,
The remnant spark should be able to incinerate the thorns on the left.
or even, like, compared to that, very mild. It is just more that you can see it with the ears that's, like, really funny to me. Okay. Oh, that was a little loud. Okay, I'm turning the volume down. Just at least, like, a little bit. Just because that was, like, a little too loud in my ears.
Cherish every gain. It's stuck on the pedestal.
The waterway is still incomplete. We have to look elsewhere. It's identical to the last statue. Same as before. I'll handle.
I'm guessing I can just, like... Yeah.
Leave it to me. Disperse.
Oh my god, it's the dragons. I thought it was the statues.
Sounds come forth.
Now it's the statues. Of course. Fucking typical. If I could just
No
get them right.
hesitation. The end has come. One more time. Break. Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness. Moment of resonance.
There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Don't push yourself too hard.
It's okay. I'm just doing my part.
Oh, I do not like this.
We're still missing an area. But where?
Over there.
That might be too high for the wing ray.
Same as before. I'll handle it.
Guess we flying, boys.
Just a bit more.
I'll handle this bit. You rest. You've done well. Let's see if I can get a feel for how strong the gravitational forces are.
All right.
Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. Strike from shadows.
There we go.
Cherish every gain.
Didn't we just choose one of these?
Cardathea?
I'm ready.
fucking flies headfirst into a wall.
Leave it to me. Break. The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps.
Come on, man.
No hesitation. The end has come. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps.
There we go. Whoa. I still haven't completely like gotten a hold of like that flying function. It's still just a little strange to me, so I'm like, how do I do this properly?
It's been a long time since I saw this place as it was meant to be. So beautiful. I had forgotten.
Do you want to stop for a while?
No. We have more important things to do.
Let's check back on Hogness now.
Ooh, just...
Remnants of the past.
Can I pull it out now?
Let me remove the sword. At least you won't come to harm if it's a trap.
We'll do it together.
But
If it's a trap, we stand a better chance together.
no traps.
How does it feel to trust me?
It feels good. Why don't you call Foam over? Try whistling. Like this.
Here goes.
Don't hurt you. Come on.
The way you were when you saw the plushy echo. It was unexpected. I think the martyrdom of the blessed fleur-de-lis needs a rewrite.
What's that?
A play about you, written by Cristoforo the playwright.
Oh. How did he portray me?
Ahem. I would rather hear the joyous songs of the masses than any solemn hymn of remembrance. Perhaps the Sentinel feels the same.
I'd never say that.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be alright. Doesn't matter if it's the Threnodian or the Sentinel. They don't get to change who you are. Wind, guide me.
What you said back there. Thank you.
Fleur-de-Lis, my resonator, why dost thou persist? Why abandon thy oath? Why hinder the spread of my gospel?
You are a false divinity. Gehenna will reveal the truth.
Gehenna, the lone dragon to have escaped. The one blessed by the dark tide shall return to us. Continue thy disobedience at the risk of insanity. Look around. Thou hast none left. My most beloved resonator, why persist in the error of thy ways?
I will never forget my cause. If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity. With the support and hope of countless souls, I stand before you. They fell, so I may rise!
Cartathea.
You saw that too? Gehenna, the one you mentioned earlier. What happened to him? I understand. Anna, Casatomo, Olnat, everyone. I am finally able to face all of you. I am not your enemy, and your sacrifices were not in vain.
Hey, Rover. Just now there was...
Shh. Later.
He really just
Someone
says, shut
needs
up.
A quiet moment.
Sorry you had to see me lose my composure. I found my true self again. It doesn't matter if I am indeed the Threnodian's resonator. Because I know who to stand by and who to cut down. Some of my memories have returned, thanks to you and Cantarella.
Feeling better?
No, not yet. Not until we free the Sentinel and defeat the Threnodian. That is why we need to investigate the frequency you absorbed earlier.
My turn to shine. That blue thingy in your tacit mark totally tastes like Threnodian.
You tried to eat it again?
Of course not. It reeks. Just the smell alone is enough. Like I said, it's mixed up with something. It's too tough to chew.
If the Sentinel splits their own energy to prepare the true Blessed Maiden, then why would they split off the Threnodian's energy and then channel it through Hognis to the person who unsealed the passage?
Perhaps to weaken the Threnodian.
Possibly. But the Threnodian's energy would damage the body of the Sentinel's resonator. You wouldn't be affected, since Abby resides within you. But surely, a second frequency would interfere with the resonance of the Sentinel's true Blessed Maiden.
The answers might lie in the other frequencies that got mixed in. The answer might lie behind the third sealed passageway.
I am kind of curious to see
Cartathea
how
is
this
starting
part
to
of the
make sense of
story
things,
like ends.
But she'll need time to get her head straight.
And I'm not sure,
Same
is
as
this the
before.
last part of Rinascita,
We'll keep watch
or is
tonight
there
and
like
continue
more
our
after
journey
this?
tomorrow.
Of course.
Kind of curious. Abby?
What? My eyes are still peeled.
See anything useful?
Nope. Nada. Zilch. I can't shake the feeling that the two frequencies are somehow connected.
Imperator has the power to split energy, and Leviathan to merge and assimilate. So, the source of that connection might very well be Leviathan's powers at work.
Yeah, could be. Isn't there one last place to go? Who knows what you'll need a crank.
Oh, shit.
Is that Cardathea?
Oh, that is. Oh. I got like, so my snack or treat was like a bag of like mixed candies, right? But it's like pre-mixed, so I had no like say in it. And there's this like little yellow piece of candy that tastes very artificially of pineapple, but not in a good way. And I can tell that there's like one more of them. So, it's gonna be great.
Sorry I woke you.
It's fine, I couldn't sleep anyway.
Were you singing just then?
Yes. A farewell song from the people of Rinascita. We usually sing it when a friend is about to leave. During that battle, I never got to say goodbye or mourn their passing. And before my memories came back, I wasn't sure if I was worthy of paying them my respects. So now, even though I know these are just lingering frequencies, and they might not understand me, I want to say goodbye properly, and thank them. Do you think I'm fooling myself?
No. I'm sure they can feel what's in your heart. I'm not just saying that to comfort you. I believe it's possible. I once saw two friends, one who was already dead, reconcile with each other from within a sonorosphere. When frequencies are concentrated in one place, it's possible that the reverberations could still carry traces of human will.
Meaning?
They might still be able to hear and feel. Your voice, your goodbyes, your feelings. It could have reached them. After all, these frequencies are strong enough to manifest in the real world.
Really?
They haven't made a move against us. They must still remember you. Which means they can probably hear you too.
I'm glad. No. If If they can still hear and feel, then the time for goodbyes hasn't come. I need to give them a real victory.
You can ease up a little. As long as their obsession holds and the sonorosphere stays intact, they won't vanish.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty.
Cardathia?
Nothing. Just a stray thought.
Hey, since we know you don't carry any blame, should I call you Cardathia or Fleur de Lis?
Cardathia. Yes. Cardathia will do. I want to stay here for a moment. Will you keep me company?
Of course.
Good morning.
Morning, Cardathia.
I swear to God.
It's time to go. Today is the day we settle this.
The undertones are
Let's do it.
unnecessary. Last I checked, this is not a dating sim.
Home is telling us to hurry up.
Also, why are they so aggressive with Cardathia and not like the others? Like I don't quite get it. Like it's cute and all that, but there's also a part of me that's like that's a little much. And I was not prepared for it either.
I wonder how Cantarella's doing.
You can call her if you're worried.
Wait, I'm not ready yet.
Ever the early riser. Did you call to say good morning?
Good morning.
Is something the matter, Cardathia?
I just wanted to know how you're doing.
So you do care. Good to know my efforts weren't wasted.
She hung up. Was that
Hello.
momentous encouragement?
There you go. Just need to get
Everyone shows
closer.
kindness in their own way.
Over there. That's Haltia.
That pain.
Cadento.
He's not who you think he is. No hesitation. Sounds come forth. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows.
What? I was dodging that. Come on, man.
Moment of resonance.
That was relatively simple.
Identical to the last one, but we have to remove the shackles.
This is gonna give me a headache.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty. Oh, Cadento, won't you let go?
Hopefully this helps. Break. Strike from the shadows. The hour is upon us. Disperse.
I'm going to break the chains.
Wait, I have an idea.
That is impressive.
Same as before.
Watch out!
I sense your weakness. No hesitation. The end has come. I sense your weakness.
There we go. And then I just need to break this. And we're gonna have to defeat this guy again,
Leave it to
right?
me. Break.
Or not?
Coming back faster
Nope.
each time. Disperse. Strike from the shadows. Moment of resonance. Hopefully this helps.
Bro, why did... Why? And the portal...
Leave it to me.
Watch out!
Hopefully this helps. No hesitation. The hour is upon us. Strike from the shadows.
He's finally been freed.
There. Now I can smash that statue back in.
The morph painting over there should allow us to reach the highest point.
Did you know that echo well?
Cadanto was my first echo after I joined the Order. When I stood against the Threnodian, he took a mortal blow meant for me and fell to the dark tide. I never thought he'd come back as a tacit discord.
But he still recognized the sword and was still trying to protect it.
Haltia was my saber. I practiced with it often in sparring sessions with Cadanto. Looks like he's still trapped in the past, doesn't it?
It's actually a lot of like emotional stuff in this. It does make me a little more like curious as to what will happen later in the story.
We must finish this and free Cadanto.
He's back again. Hopefully this helps. Sounds come forth.
Hmm? Hello? What the fuck? You can't just spawn out of nowhere. That's against the motherfucking rules, my guy.
The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows. No hesitation. Moment of resonance.
Are we done fighting this guy? Or not.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. I wanna eat! Huh? Huh?
I'll handle this.
Wait, what do you mean the goat? Oh.
Please, allow him to fight at your side.
I saw that and it hurt so bad. Spectro set with an arrow main stat. Fuck me, man. Dude, you can't do this to me. Not in that time of moment. Any other time of day, any other moment, yeah, sure. But in that moment? Wait, there's modifiers? There's modifiers in this game? What? How come I didn't realize? Oh my god, that would have saved me so much time.
Fleur-de-Lis, wilt thou return to me?
Ah, okay.
Someone must expose your lies. As long as there is a sliver of hope, I will not give up.
Is that so? Then I shall reveal the truth. Fleur-de-Lis, why dost thou resonate with me?
What?
Why dost thou hear into the minds of the faithful? Why dost thou act as my oracle? All this, and yet thou dost not question.
Shut up!
The answer is this. Fleur-de-Lis, thou art my creation. I made thee, thy life, thy hopes, thy will, thy past. All that thou art, I made whole. I made perfect. I fed upon the trust, adoration, and longing heaped upon thee by the masses. Thy resonance brought forth the second dark tide.
Jesus Christ.
What? Those clashing frequencies just calm down. That feels way better.
Looks like Abby settled down. It seems we were both affected.
So it seems.
I'm starting to remember everything, just like you sensed I would. The force that modulated the Sentinel and Threnodian's frequencies came from me. No, it wasn't what I originally intended. I think having you take it from here may be for the best.
Why do you say that?
This crown. It turned into what it is after the Dark Tide came. This is what the Threnodian uses to control its resonator. When the Threnodian unleashed the second Dark Tide, I, as the Cartathea you see before you, split the part of myself that wished to live after seeing the corruption that stood before me. I chose to be broken from the very beginning to escape the Threnodian's inevitable grasp. You see, when I destroyed the Threnodian that had taken over the Sentinel's body, it immediately began to assimilate into Fleur-de-Lis, its resonator. She was the part of me that was left after I split myself. She retained the most power, and now hopes to one day destroy everything, even herself. The Threnodian's endless whispers and screeches are slowly chipping away at Fleur-de-Lis's resolve. That's why she had no choice but to split her power's frequencies, just to buy herself more time. But Using such resonance abilities came at a cost. The split frequencies. They needed a vessel.
Your memories.
We don't have much time left. So, you see, I have been instinctively searching for someone to wield that power. All that was given, possessed, or taken by the false divinity, I must pass.
The
to
BGM
one
kind of goes
capable
hard
of
here, not gonna
resisting
lie.
it. This is how I intend to lay the false divinity to rest. Not just its life, but its very existence for all time.
So you're saying that behind the last seal lies...
Fleur-de-Lis. The part of me I left behind. The one that also contains the Threnodian. Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty. Today, the part of me that wishes to live on will vanish. Is it because my wish has finally been fulfilled? Will you accompany me one last time? Seems like I won't get a chance to apologize to Cantarella. Her preparations were futile. Please, tell her I'm sorry.
Wind, guide me.
This was where everything started. The origin of the second dark tide. I have one final request. Now that you have the power to split and merge energy, there is something only you can do. Please, use the connection I still share with Fleur-de-Lis to bring the last fragments of her tortured consciousness here. Then, with your power, remake us as one, and finally release us from this world.
Why?
That way, the Threnodian will remain trapped forever in a lifeless shell, unable to return to this world.
But doesn't that mean the end of the part of you that wishes to live?
I have lived my life to the fullest. I would like the ones who are left to do so as well. Cartathea has had her wish fulfilled. Now, it's Fleur-de-Lis's turn. She seeks self-destruction to end the divinity, and with it, her torment. She has lost all hope and believes that no rescue is possible. Remaking us as one is the only way I can think of to fulfill her wish. Or rather, grant her what we wish. I was born to this world cursed. The Threnodian intended for me to live as a threat to others. But the puppet born of its wickedness will become the prison that seals its fate. I shall be whole again, true to myself at last. A fitting end, don't you think? I have reached my final destination.
Oh, that's
One last
cruel.
swan's
No. Oh, that's
And then
cruel.
the lights go out.
I understand.
Thank you. And forgive me.
What?
I can't hold it any longer!
Why? Why are you doing this? Neither Cartathea nor Fladelise should continue to exist. Don't go.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Oh, my eyes. Oh. First of all, very beautiful thing to do. Definitely. I think it would be cruel to have them, like, kill off by our own hand. Like, you know? But still. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words.
Not even whole, yet still ever so determined.
Cantarella.
Phone brought me here. I'd have shown myself earlier. But it didn't seem like the right time to interrupt. Looks like what I prepared could still be put to good use.
Turvin.
The Sentinel's Sword. It will help you resist the Threnodian's attack.
What's inside?
To pass the divine trials, every potential maiden must resonate with the Sentinel through Turvin. Those who survive receive fragments of truth, but at a cost. Memories lost in varying degrees. The lost memories fall into this sonorosphere, each carrying faint traces of the Sentinel's power, the power within those fragments of truth. Turvin absorbs this energy. The Sentinel's energy flows through you. You are more than worthy of wielding this sword. But you, Cartathea, you alone must choose to wield it. Only then will it become the Blessed Maiden's sword.
Does it also hold the sacrifice you made?
No, my sacrifice was used up long ago. At the time I resonated with the Sentinel, I saw you through their distorted eyes. Or rather, I saw Fleur-de-Lis battling the Threnodian. In that moment, I made a sacrifice that would shift the balance of power.
Was it?
The energy I received from the Sentinel's second awakening. I split it from myself and offered it back to the Sentinel so they could, for a moment, regain control of their body. Only by doing this could Fleur-de-Lis seize the moment to kill the already tainted Sentinel. So, the real Blessed Maiden is dead. But there is no reason why the false Blessed Maiden cannot herself become the true Blessed Maiden, is there? A person of true character should never be
I'm
defined
genuinely getting
by
goosebumps
an
right now.
inanimate blade. Both
It
you
could
and
be from
I
the
were
breeze from my
cursed to
window,
be
but
mere
it could also just be
playthings
because
of the
the
Threnodian.
story is actually
But
really,
that
really
doesn't
good.
mean we cannot reshape our fate.
But I don't know, I've also been one of those, always been one of those people who can get goosebumps from listening to music. So it could also just be that the BGM is really hitting. I don't know.
Thank you. In spite of my curse, my life of hardship, I must still save what is true.
Had you not stopped the second dark tide? Well, it is we who should be thanking you. At least you can't accuse me of ingratitude. I just need a moment's rest. Apologies, but they're doing something rather important. Please? Do give them some privacy.
Abby?
Yeah. Yep, I get it. We're gonna yoink Leviathan out.
That's one way to phrase it.
Come to me, mighty god killer.
Get together. Last chance. Checkmate.
Divine grace.
One with the sounds.
I have 17 HP.
Weaker.
I'm here to save you!
End me, or I will end you.
I'm guessing that's a part of the story.
You would betray yourself.
No. This is not betrayal.
A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade. Both you and I were cursed to be mere playthings of the Threnodian. But that doesn't mean we cannot reshape our fate.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be alright.
This is me being true to myself.
Imperators. No. Your own power. Useless.
As long as I can save the person in front of me, I am not useless.
Okay, the music is fucking insane. And the cutscene.
Retreat. At least, running down it.
Making joy forever last.
I tried everything. How could this be? Again, I failed. I'm sorry.
And I walk down the glory path, bring honor and brightness back.
It should say something about his strength, that he is like parrying that with one hand.
Blessings,
My past. Seek out a future. Where I am your blade. We'll find it together.
Bitch, you better
Righteous
fuck. No. What? No.
Hopefully this helps. Wind calls, waves follow.
We got Arrow Rover? Holy shit!
Wind calls, waves follow. Annihilation. Wind calls, waves follow. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. Be gone. Shadow descends. Wind calls, waves follow. Hopefully this helps. Will face judgment. Moment of resonance. Wind calls, waves follow. Wind calls, waves rise. Judgment strikes. Annihilation. You will obey.
This is so cool. This is honestly a really, really cool concept.
The wicked will be.
I'm stunned, genuinely. This is insane. It really is. There's nothing else I can say. There is really nothing else that I can say.
Seek out the future, where I am your blade. We'll find it together.
Frequency in her body is already.
Arbiter, despair not, for all is not lost.
I don't know what to say. Other than ow my eyes. Ow! Oh, it gets worse.
Arbiter, forgive me for meeting thee in such a form.
Yeah, and the rest of my room is completely dark. Oh god.
I safeguarded my core data, lest I be wholly assimilated.
Can you save Cardothea?
Arbiter, dost thou remember the covenant we made?
No, I don't remember.
Soon thou shalt recall all. Thou didst desire that I uncover the Threnodian's true nature. So, I set forth a condition that my root privileges be unbound, that I might act without restriction.
With unrestricted access, you were going to...
Merge with Leviathan, a measure of last resort. At the time, I had no other recourse. So, I allowed it to believe it had prevailed.
Why?
The Threnodian is a taint upon civilization. Only by partaking of its blight could I seek to comprehend it.
So? What did you learn?
The Threnodian cannot be undone while civilization endureth. Even it knows not the means of its own destruction. But we may yet shackle it.
What role does Cardathia play in this?
When Leviathan merged with me, it breached my mind. I offered knowledge of the Resonator, yet concealed one small truth. Beings such as we may bear but a single Resonator. The Threnodian used my return pod to conceive an entity known as Fleur de Lis, to make her its Resonator. After centuries of failure, by sheer trial, it found success but once. We were of one body. Therefore, when Fleur de Lis became Leviathan's Resonator, she also became mine. But mark this well. To the Sentinel, a Resonator is an anchor. To the Threnodian, they are but a shackle.
What made you decide to leave Turvin with the Vesalias?
When first I did merge with the Threnodian, I sought only but to bide, awaiting a Resonator of steadfast will to join me in the war against the Threnodian. After Fleur de Lis's conception, Cantarella became my safeguard. But had Fleur de Lis fallen to the Threnodian sway, as long as one mortal using Turvin passed the second awakening to become my own Resonator, then the law that no being shall bear more than one Resonator at a time wouldst have been shattered. This wouldst rend asunder the frequencies of I, Imperator, Leviathan, and Fleur de Lis in a tempest of chaos. And the Threnodian wouldst not escape destruction. Such was my intention, yet Cantarella chose another way.
Not all journey toward a final destination. Some are destined to pave the way. Take my energy. I will find a way out myself. trust this will serve to pave the way for you.
She forfeited all the power of the Second Awakening, surrendering it unto me. With that newfound power, I did briefly regain control, and in that moment, compelled Fleur-de-Lis to strike at my form as it was, corrupted by the Threnodian.
But that wasn't your original plan.
No. It was an unexpected variable. A plan I could not have conceived. Or
The art
rather,
is so
a
pretty.
plan born of hope.
So uncomfortably bright.
Perhaps this is the influence humanity has wrought upon me. To change is to be free.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sitting here basically, like, feeling the headache build behind my eyes, but I do not want to get up to turn the lights on to make it more bearable.
In my records.
So I suffer.
Though the journey was fraught with twists, we stand victorious.
I don't know if the end justifies the means.
Arbiter, was I wrong?
I can't speak for what I wasn't a part of. You did what you could in that moment. Anyone still standing because of it doesn't get to judge.
Arbiter, in the few moments we have left, might I speak with Fleur-de-Lis?
Call her Cordesia. That's what she wanted. How do you intend to bring her back?
Remnants of her frequency linger within thy tacit mark. So long as a conduit is established, her frequency shall be reborn into her body.
What do I use as a conduit?
Me. This dying breeze hath little time left. Let it guide her on its final journey. Arbiter, one question remains. Did I fulfill the charge set upon me?
Which one? You fulfilled your duty, Imperator.
Arbiter, take these words to the Phasaelius. From this day forth, you are free.
Oh, shit, man.
Cartessia,
Oh, shit.
awaken.
It just started pouring down right as, like, Imperator left.
I am Imperator.
Ah!
A being
The
that owes
timing.
you a great debt. I have a question I wish to ask thee. Dost thou rage at how life has unfolded? Dost thou renounce faith or hold resentment? If thou wishes to forget, I can erase the past from thy memory.
Such memories do bring me pain. But that is evidence of their truth. Without the truth, I would not have had the strength to carry on. The truth is a beacon in the maelstrom of my life. And I would rather suffer for it and rejoice in it than abandon it to blissful ignorance. I am true to myself. Please, don't make me forget who I am.
I have heard thy wish.
If I go, you will be one step closer to perfection. No. If you do that, I wouldn't be me. To deny my own self and my experiences means any perfection I reach will be hollow.
Also, I don't understand why the fleur-de-lis version of Cardathea, or like fleur-de-lis, has such like much more mature, if we say it that way. Like, why her body is so much more mature than Cardathea. It does not make sense. There is no reason for it. Some of the details, sure. But was the, like, double Ds really necessary? Were they necessary?
Though the tide's rage is endless, humanity shall embark upon new voyages. No longer shall scroll and prophecy bind, but thy will shall forge a new era. Cardathea, thou art worthy to bear the title of Blessed Maiden.
Oh, finally, my eyes.
Righteous one. I have never seen you look as gentle as you did during our fight.
Let me ask you this one more time. Should I call you Cardathea or Fleur-de-Lis?
I want to say that it doesn't matter. But since you first met me as Cardathea, that is who I shall be.
Very well. Cardathea.
I thought I saw the Sentinel just now.
They accepted you as their blessed maiden.
So where are they? What do we do now? I can't return to Reguna as Fleur-de-Lis, and I need not serve divinity anymore. Who I was, and my past aspirations, are all gone. I feel empty.
You don't have to do anything for now.
You're right. I'll stay here for a while longer. Is that all right?
who defies has banished herself to the High Tower, cleansing the remnants of the Dark Tide. Yet, she knew not that the Dark Tide would never recede. She shall prove the most loyal servant to divinity.
You are wrong! Humanity has its flaws, and you've exploited our weaknesses. But we shall not go down without a fight!
You are no longer whole! You are not the perfect creation I conceived! Be that as it may, how long shall thy resolve endure?
The righteous will always rise to defeat evil. I will defeat you, and await my own defeat. Whoever it is, the tide of resistance never ceases. False divinity, suffer my disobedience!
Huh? What?
I cannot fall now. No wall is impregnable. Humanity has its flaws, exploited by the Threnodian. But we shall not go down without a fight. The waves of resistance shall never cease. Mankind will not be oppressed by the Threnodian. Now, be free.
Light, come hither!
Make way for your destroyer. Come to me. Mighty God Killer.
What? Huh? I'm so confused. What?
Righteous One, please keep what happened between us.
Of course.
Thank you. I know what I want to do now.
What's that?
I want to surpass you.
Huh?
You're strong. Stronger than me. You could defy my wishes, ignore my pleas, defeat me, and in the end save me. But if one day you find yourself in a similar predicament to mine, who's going to save you? Your bond with the Sentinel is now a bond with me. You were their arbiter, and they were your helper. But I want to go beyond that. I want to be more than someone who works on trifles, like harmonizing the frequencies between you and Abby.
Hey, I'm more than a trifle. Wait, I didn't realize you're the reason I stopped feeling icky.
Should the day come when you find yourself in a similar predicament to mine, I'd need to defy your wishes, ignore your pleas, defeat you, and be your savior.
You speak as if I were a villain.
If that were to ever happen, wouldn't I need great power to set you right? Just like how you set me right. Would you deny me the chance to return the favor?
When that day comes, I'll be counting on you.
Since I swore to be your blade, it follows that I must hone myself to a keen edge.
Right now, you're less a blessed maiden and more a steely knight.
Well, my one creed is to be true to myself. In that sense, I am rather headstrong. A knight. Yes, Perhaps I'll be a knight errant. That does sound appealing. But, truthfully, so much of this world feels unfamiliar to me now. Will you be there to guide me, should I need it?
Absolutely.
Then it is agreed. One last thing. You should speak with Cantarella. I can sense she made it out of the Sonorosphere safely.
And you?
I'll go later.
I'm just quickly gonna turn on the lights in my room because the screen's a little too bright. Even here it's a little too bright. That feels a little better.
So you haven't forgotten me.
Sorry, everything got so hectic.
I shouldn't put my guest on the spot. Moving on. How is Cartathea?
She needs time.
Understandable. Her transition back to mortal life is a drastic departure from her former existence. Now, I suppose I should thank you.
What's this?
Blood Pact's pledge. A symbol of the unbreakable pact between you and the Phasalia family. Each head of the family is entitled to one, and only one. You vanquished the Threnodian and brought peace at last to the Phasalias. You should have it. Consider this a token of gratitude.
Is that the only one?
You wish for more? Or is there something else you'd have me do?
I could, and I'm gonna do it. I want you to meet... I'm gonna try again. I want you to make peace with the Montellis.
Oh. Do you intend to mediate between the two families?
Any deadly feud I should know about?
Tiresome feuds rarely last between two formidable houses. But alas, there is only so much light. Some branches greedily reach for more than they need, and the forgotten are doomed to wither in the dark. Disagreements lie not only between families, but also within them.
Sounds worse than a Calamity class tacit discord.
How fortunate I now find myself with time to fix things. If you're interested, I'd gladly teach you how to care for a family such as ours.
Before I forget, Imperator left a message.
Tell me. I'm ready.
From this day forth, you are free.
I'll remember that.
Will you tell the others?
I've spent so long preparing for this day. A few more will hardly make a difference.
I'll take my leave then.
More tea before you go.
Wait. Is that it? There's not more to the story in Rinascita? I just need to be 100% sure. There's not more? This was it? Or like this was the last? Damn. I mean, I'm assuming so. I mean, that just means there's no more quests for me to do, and then that would be the end of today's stream. So, yeah, I want to say thank you for stopping by. I don't know when I'll stream again. I have an exam coming up that's gonna eat a lot of my time, and I hope to God that I can get it done as soon as possible and turn it in maybe a little beforehand, like before the deadline, so I don't have to sit and scram for it in the last minute. But other than that, it's been a wonderful stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, bye.